ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Talentless Nana episode 5. And I gotta say, this episode was just too good with the mind games between Nana and Kyouya, and also how Nana dealt with Tsunekichi and the aftermath with trying to change the future. So let's get into it and see what happened. Now, from last episode, guys remember we had Tsunekichi, the guy whose pictures are able to tell the future. And it seems he's a complete creep, honestly, with what he did this episode and how his mind works. We see him having a bunch of pictures since Nana transferred, and he shows the pictures to her. And Nana is able to deduce his goal and starts trying to play innocent in the entire thing. Now, his goal is to blackmail her, and he seems to be bored about everything that has been going on the island, and he's also questioning the island, what has been going on, who are the enemies of humanity, why is this, why is that, and so on. But like I said, he's a complete creep. Probably so far out of all the characters we meet, he's the worst, and he's kind of deserved of what he got. Creep Tsunekichi, Creepokichi, honestly. But yeah, we see here Nana deciding to actually kill him, and the blackmail starts from him. He wants a girlfriend, completely blackmailing her into sexual favors, even going up to that far slowly. He doesn't reach until there, but I feel like that was his end goal. Like I said, complete creep. We even makes Nana give him a back rub massage in his room, also clean his room. Now we have them having this back and forth between them, saying that his thought always come true, and he wants just to stay in his room until that set time the photo is supposed to come true. He even goes to sleep with Nana in the room, being so sure that nothing is gonna happen until the specified time or when they meet at that shed. Now, like I said, complete faith in those photos, being able to actually go to sleep with Nana in the room. Even she starts questioning, are you able to change the future? Now we see him during his sleep with his hand on the camera, and we find out more how his power works. We see multiple pictures being taken. We found out later that his limit is 5 per night, and Nana takes one of the photos because she's worried about it. We don't see it at first. It's gonna make sense a bit later, and this is where the plan to manipulate him starts, and I feel she did it pretty good. Especially was mostly thanks to him and his complete faith in the photos. If he would have actually questioned the photos, he probably wouldn't have ended dead. But because he has so much faith in his powers and the photos, I feel like that was his downfall. Like I said, 5 pictures per night, and when he wakes up, he makes her clean his room, but he's also worried that there's one picture missing, and he starts checking Nana's body, and he finds the picture, but the picture is with Nana being the one strangled and being dead there, even with her clothes ripped off. And this is where things are getting more interesting, because we have them making a deal to meet at 10 p.m. in the shed and not do anything, as to try to stop the future. Nana still playing innocent, saying she agrees she's not gonna do anything, with her innocent facade still going on. Now, she also wants to attack him before they go to the shed, but she can't because there are people around outside and there's gonna be noise. She's not really able to get rid of him as soon as she wants. She goes for his watch to turn it back, just to give herself some extra time. Now we also see his death count, or potential kill count, would be 500,000 plus. Half of Nanaos. Honestly, I was at 1.1 million if I remember correctly. Nanaos. Curious how they get to that number, honestly. I would love to see the criteria behind it. Now we have Nana going first in the shed over there, and she drops the needles she had the poison needles by mistake. Honestly, there was a pure mistake, wasn't planned. And we have him also walking in, and Nana goes in for the attack, like in the picture, trying to strangle him. He blocks her, knocks her down, and said he knew about the watch. He reset the watch, and he pays very attention about the watch. He even goes to try and get her naked. Like I said, he's a complete creep. Now, we also have this change in Nana instantly. She drops the innocent facade. I like that personality swap, so to say, or showing her real personality, and goes into serious mode. Says, yes, I agree with you, the future was inevitable. No matter what we did, we're gonna reach this point. But because we didn't get the full picture, like what exactly was happening there and how they reached that point, sure, his pictures about the future show only a moment in that time, don't show the full picture. And this causes him to get poisoned by Nana, since she dropped her needles in the exact position where they ended up down on the ground, and he gets poisoned by that. And we find out that the photo of Nana being the one strangled and dead, almost naked, was taken by her as a selfie just to manipulate him, and she replaced the photo. And like I said, this caused him to end up dead because he had complete faith in his powers and the way the future worked. And so many variables were ignored by him just because of his tunnel vision in his power, and this allowed Nana to manipulate him completely with one picture, and just the future came true, but not in the way he thought it was gonna come true. Now we see that the real picture that Nana took out when she was worried, it's a picture of the way the room looked, with Tsunekichi on the ground, her above him, and we have Kyouya and Michiru walking in, like, and that's how it ends up in the exact same position, with Michiru and Kyouya walking in while Tsunekichi was dying from the poison. And we find out Michiru was there to give her the files about the talents, and this causes Kyouya to find out that Nana was looking about for the talents over there, just because Michiru said it out loud. And Nana has to deal with this encounter, so to say, just to play it by ear, because she didn't plan for this, and has to play it off of what they're saying and what they're doing at that exact moment. So basically improvising, trying to get out of the situation. Now Kyouya has the photo of her being the one dying as in the fake photo. And like I said, Nana starts playing innocent, saying that Tsunekichi blackmailed her with naked photos of her in the bathroom, wanting to make her of his girlfriend. He even started bragging to other students around the school, and nobody really believed him. I feel like he had a bad reputation in the school, and I don't know, was his creep personality causing the reputation, or was it the other way around, with him turning into a creep because of how he was treated? We'll probably never know, but he still ended up being a creep. And we have no information of how he died, no external wounds and stuff like that. Nana blaming it on the enemies of humanity. Kyouya still being very suspicious left and right. Nana wants Michiru to try and heal Tsunekichi. She's not able to do it, and we have the mind game starting up again between Nana and Kyouya. Now we have Michiru staying behind because she wants to try something more with the body, because she got inspired by Nana while Nana was pretending she was worried about what happened, playing it off as innocent, and she even did a prayer for Tsunekichi. Gotta give her the Oscar over there. played perfectly, honestly. Maybe a bit over the top, especially for Kyouya, but still amazing acting chops by Nana. Now, Nana pretends to go back in her room to lie down after what happened, but she goes back into Nekichi's room to grab all of the photos. And of course, Kyouya being Kyouya and very suspicious, he probably had the same thoughts. Goes in the same room over there and surprises Nana, pretending to be there for some other reason, because he saw something on Tsunekichi's body and wanting to see if he was actually sick, if he had any medications, and why he was there, and still suspecting Nana. And he pretends to be in the room just to investigate. Now, like I said, the mind games start again. He says there's another possibility that picture of Nana being dead wasn't taken by him, and the reasoning is because the rope was doubled over on her neck, and saying that when you're trying to kill somebody, you don't double it over, you just go for one and start drawing the rope back to strangle the person you're trying to kill. And Nana gets very worried about him and his jumps and his conclusions. I feel like he's probably the closest thing she has to a proper enemy or adversary so far, meeting your match like the previous episodes. Honestly, don't know what's gonna happen between them, who's gonna win this exchange or how it's gonna turn out, but feels very good that she actually has an opponent instead of her being just in complete control and manipulating everybody left and right. She has to worry about Kyouya. Tsunekichi was a big problem for her, especially now with how the episode ended, but I'll get to that. And Kyouya being the biggest thorn in her back, so to say. Nana is still missing a photo, like I said, and it clicks for her that Tsunekichi has that photo. And if you guys remember, Michiru is still there trying to heal him, and we have Michiru finding that said photo on Tsunekichi's body, and the photo in question is Nana pushing Nana over the cliff. I feel like that moment has posed so many problems for Nana since it began with Kyouya, with Tsunekichi, with everybody. That cliff moment, it's a very important moment for her. Now with Michiru finding the photo, but Nana walks in and saying, "Michiru, did you see something?" And the face she made over there, just complete intimidation of Michiru. I'm very, very excited for next week's episode, how she's gonna deal with this new problem, so to say, being Michiru. But I don't know, Michiru seems to have a lot of admiration for Nana. Are they gonna be able to reach an agreement, or how is Nana gonna play this off? Is she just gonna go instantly for the kill with Michiru? I don't think that's a possibility, mainly because of Kyouya. I don't know, very complicated. I'm curious how she's gonna deal with this. Is Michiru gonna survive? Is Kyouya gonna intervene? His suspicions are very high, and he has the proper conclusions, but he doesn't really have the evidence to expose Nana. And I feel like this is gonna play an important part moving forward with Michiru. She might be very important, or is she just gonna die? Honestly, I want the next episode so badly after how it ended with this cliffhanger ending. But yeah, overall was a very nice episode. How to deal with the future. Are you actually able to change the future? And I liked that in a way they were able, and in another way they weren't able to change the future, because it ended the way the pictures said so, but since we didn't get the full picture of what was happening, it also didn't ended the way they assumed. So yeah, pretty damn good episode. I'm very excited for the next one. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Was a doozy episode. Just remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series I follow. Now, honestly, this might be my hidden gem of the season if it keeps going like this. So yeah, remember to Keep enjoying Talentless Nana. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and seems you're able to change the future. Bye bye.